Hey everyone, today I thought about doing a pack opening. I got paid at work and I figured I'd get some cheap packs and do a pack opening. And apparently standard is rotating soon. So pretty much all these cards that I'm gonna get are gonna be worthless and then when rotation comes around. But cards are cards, so I think I'm just going to get them anyways, even if rotation's coming up. And I do like the older packs more than the newer packs. The newer packs just don't have that feel for me. So yeah, I got 2 packs from doing my dailies, and yeah, I think we're just going to do it. So they got rid of the Bob's, it was like the Bob's special, which was like 20 packs and 2 legendaries. I was gonna get that, cause that's like 20 bucks. 20 bucks for 2 legendary, that's pretty good. But this stuff here, this is $25 for a skin. Why is this $25? Like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, that's terrible. Price. Yeah, I couldn't tell you why that's. See, these are $9, and it's the exact same thing. So yeah, I couldn't tell you why it's that expensive. This is 70 for just shiny stuff. So yeah, I still haven't figured out what these runes are, and I think I'm just never gonna figure that out. I played every game mode. And I haven't gotten these blue rocks. So I think these blue rocks is just, I don't know. I don't really see the point of them, but whatever. I'm hoping they change it soon, because I don't think anyone uses these blue rocks for anything. Alright. So I'm going to get these, which has every card in standard. I'm gonna get both. The standard cards I really like so far, after playing the game for like 2 months straight. March of the Lich King just had really strong cards with no real synergy. So if you want strong cards, March of the Lich King is the way to go. Murder at Castle Nefaria. Not a bad set. Some of the cards are pretty creative. There's a lot of rush cards in there. It's a pretty creative set. I like it. It's not fun, but it's creative. Voyage to the Sunken City. I think this is the best pack in years. I really enjoy Voyage to the Sunken City. Basically every card in this expansion is super fun. So I really enjoy Voyage to the Sunken City. Really fun expansion. Fractured of the Alterac Valley. To be honest with you, I don't even remember which cards are fractured. I think most of these cards are forgettable. I don't think they're bad, I just think they're forgettable. So I'm hoping not to get these ones. United in Stormwind. I looked at a community poll, and this is like the most hated expansion. But there's a lot of good warrior cards in here. So this is actually my favorite expansion. No one likes this expansion but me, because it has warrior cards in it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some United and Stormwind cards. Who knows? Forged in the Barrens. Forged in the Barrens is a lot like March of the Lich King, where it just had good cards of no real synergy. So yeah, if you just want good cards, I think every pack has good cards in it. But I really want Sunken City. Sunken City is just my favorite. They're not even strong cards; they're just fun. So yeah, So I think I'm just gonna go for it. I haven't bought these yet, so let's just go for it and just open these up. And yeah, I'm hoping this is probably gonna be like a half-hour video. And yeah, I think let's just go for it. Hopefully I don't have to edit this part out. Hopefully my information doesn't show up. We'll see. We'll see if I have to edit this part out or not. Gotta remember what my password is. I genuinely don't remember it. My password's censored, so I think it's fine. Let me look it up, because I genuinely don't remember it. Okay, cool. Looks like I don't have to edit that part out. I don't think any of my information showed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get both. Because I have $30 in my account, and I think this combined is like $20. So let's just go ahead and get both. And maybe if I buy this, the Bob Special will replace it. So fingers crossed for that. Cool, I didn't have to do that password thing again. Good thing I wrote it down. So yeah. And just to let you guys know, I'm not buying these cards to get an advantage on someone else. I'm really just buying these cards so I can play the game. Sometimes I even lose to new players because they get better luck than me. So I do lose to new players every now and then. Like I lost to a brand new Death Knight player because he just drew all his 1-drops and I drew all my 5-drops. So I do lose to new players sometimes. So yeah, I'm not doing this to get an advantage. I'm just doing this to have fun. And a lot of these cards are going to rotate out in a minute, so this doesn't even matter. And yeah, let's hope I get Sunken City cards. Fingers crossed for that. 44 cards. Am I recording? Okay, I just checked. I am recording. Because this is something I don't even know if I can do twice. So let's just go ahead and just go for it. And letting you guys know, I think the next video after this will be Hearthstone gameplay, trying out these cards. The next video after that will probably be the 100 subscriber special. I got a couple ideas for the 100 subscriber special. They're not great ideas, but I have some ideas. So I think the next video is going to be Hearthstone gameplay, and the next video after that is going to be the 100 subscriber special. I'm still very backed up on videos. I have so many videos I have to make, but right now with my schedule, I think I can only make 1 or 2 like a day, or maybe 3 a week or so. I can probably make 3 videos a week with my schedule. So hopefully I can hopefully I can stop being backed up on videos eventually. And yeah, so that's the plan right now. Let's go ahead and open these up. I don't expect anything good. I think I ran out of luck. When I first logged in after 3 years, I got nothing but legendaries. So I'm pretty sure my luck is out. So we'll see. I don't think I'll get a single purple, but we'll see. 44 packs. Let's go. These are all standard cards. So, and I've seen that in Wild, a lot of Wild players just play standard. So I could probably use these standard cards in Wild. This is not my card back. My card back is Whispers of the Old God. But alright, this isn't my card back at all. Anything good? Nope. All fell breaks loose. Demon Hunter. I'm probably not even gonna read this. I just don't play Demon Hunter. I don't like the gameplay. A Demon Hunter. Warlock. Pretty sure I already have this card, but okay. This card here is actually pretty good. I think this card just got released like a week ago, so that's pretty cool. This is a pretty good card. If you play this turn 5, it's free, so it's just a free card. Pretty solid actually. Neutral card. Draw another undead. Oh, that's pretty strong actually. It has taunt too. It's not a game-winning card, but I can see this card instantly winning in arena. This is a really good arena card. I don't think I had this card before, so that's cool. There's my Whisper's Old God. That was weird. Okay. Call a Stand. Call a Stand's actually pretty good. Bog Beast. Let's see. Oh, it's 2 taunts in 1. It's not great. It'd be better if it was 5 mana, but it's alright. Taunt. This is a new card? I thought this was like a Witchwood card. Taunt, gain 5 armor. It's alright. Warriors benefit from armor. Druids, not really. At the start of your next turn, silence all. Wow, that's really strong. Just silence everything. For 0 mana. 0 mana silence. Wow. This is why I don't play Demon Hunter. Just a 0 mana silence. After you play an elemental, gain 1 attack. That seems pretty bad. I like the art though. And yes, I will be talking about every card because I mean I am buying these. Razor Boar, Demon Hunter. Probably not gonna read it. Sunwell Initiate. Frenzy, gain. Wow, that's terrible. That's a terrible card. I like the art though. Battlecry. Discover a beast, secret a weapon. That's pretty bad. Yeah, good art. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Twisted Tether. Destroy a minion, give it stats to a random undead. Wow, it has to be an undead. That is awful. That's probably the worst 4-cost card I've seen. Frostbite. Shaman, okay. Deal 3 damage. Your next opponent's spell costs 2 more. That sounds not fair at all. Wow, that's a really strong early game card. That is really strong. I can see that being super powerful. And it doesn't even overload either. You expect a card that's strong to overload. Forge in Flames. I actually used this card for a while. It's actually pretty good. You can draw like 5 cards off this. But you have to draw the weapon and then you have to draw this, which pretty much never happens ever. If you do draw it, you draw 5 cards, but it pretty much never happens. It's a good card if you can do the combo. Demon Hunter, not gonna read it. Jury Dewey, okay. I actually do like Paladin. Summon 2 Silver Hands, give your Silver Hands. It's boring. That's a boring card. Every Paladin card is Silver Hand recruits. It's not even that good. 3 mana for a 2/2. That's really bad. I like how there's like a Lich King in the background there. That's cool. Soulbreaker. Death Knight. This card isn't... I thought this card came with the... I thought this card was free. Huh. Well, I learned something new. I thought this card was free, but I guess not. Kodomount. Kodomount is really good. I don't really play the new Druid cards though. Kodomount's really good. Okay. Oh, Death Knight. I'm gonna disenchant that. This card here is stupid. It's an 8 mana board wipe. It's so stupid. I thought I got this in the last video. Oh well. Conscious Call, draw Naga. Oh, that's pretty good. It'd be better if it was 2 mana, but yeah, that's actually pretty good. I do like Hunter. Dinner Performer. Summon a random minion from your deck that you can afford to play. That's pretty good. Especially if you're playing like a fast deck. This would be really good for aggro. That's a pretty good card. Wild Paw Cavern. At the end of your turn, summon a 3/4 elemental that freezes. That's pretty good. Sounds like a mage card, but yeah, that's pretty good. Rodent's Nest. Death Rattle. Summon 5 1/1 rats. That doesn't sound very good because Hunter is really good at filling his board up with stuff, and I bet those 5 rats, they won't even be on the board, right? So yeah, this doesn't seem like that good of a card. If you can put this Death Rattle on another card, that'd be pretty good. Like if you can put this Death Rattle on like a taunt, that'd be really, really good. But yeah, this card by itself is kind of crap. I might put this in my Death Rattle deck, because turn 4, 5 damage, that's pretty good. I do have a Death Rattle deck. Secret, when a friendly minion's attack, summon a 3/6 Water Elemental. That seems really strong. Water Elementals is a 4 mana card, so it's 1 mana cheaper. So that seems like this is a really strong card. Purple, hey! Wow, that's pretty. That is a gorgeous card. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Honorable kill. Restore 4 health. This has to be a new card because I've never seen this one before. Not even in gameplay. 8 mana, deal 2 damage to everything. Restore 4 health to your hero. 9/7. It's kind of a board wipe, but not really. I can't tell if this card is good or not. I don't think this card is. I don't think that this card is that great. Yeah, this card isn't even that good. I mean, if you get the effect off, yeah, it's good. But I mean, it's turn 8. How many 2 mana or 2 damage? There's not gonna be. You're not gonna be able to pull this effect off at a turn 8. Rush costs 1 less for each card you play this turn. That's pretty good. I can see this being 4 mana or 3 mana. Well, even at 3 mana, 4/4, that's not that great. It's an okay card. Battlecry, discover a mech. It costs 1 less. That's pretty good. Honestly, this 2-drop here is probably the best card out of the 5. Yeah, this card here is pretty good. Okay. Castle Kennels. Give a friendly minion +2. If it's a beast, give it rush. That's not bad. I can see that being good in aggro. It's okay card. If you have a weapon equipped, you gain +1/+1. That's not great. I wish it was a pirate. Yeah, that's not very good. Draw a spell if it's a frost spell. That's really good. That's a really strong card. Bubbler. 1 mana, 2/4. It's okay, I guess. 1 mana, 2/4s aren't even that great, honestly. Deal 3 damage. I already have this card. This card here is pretty good. It does 3 damage and it summons 2 minions. So that's pretty solid.
Golden Common.
Cool art. I like purple hair. Summon a random 1-cost minion upgraded for each other. Okay, so it's a random minion card. Interesting. I already have this card. I used it in my gameplay. It's alright. It's a decent card.
Rare.
Auction House Gavel. Oh, reduces the cost of your cards. That's always useful. Anything that reduces cost is always good. So yeah, pretty solid.
Rare.
Golden Rare, hey. Don't stand in the fire. Deal 10 damage amongst all enemies. Overload 1? 10 damage is overload 1 now. I remember when 3 damage was like overload 2. Wow. I guess they really went down on the overloads, huh? Wow, 5 mana, 10 damage. That's really good. It's like a legendary, honestly. Legendaries do 10 damage. Discover a spell that you don't have. That's pretty good. Honestly, out of all the cards I'm looking at, this is probably the best card. This 3 mana card. Okay. Again, this isn't my card back. Nixian Drake. I cut this card out of my deck. Good card, but I cut it out. Wealth Distributor, Taunt, Battlecry. It's a pirate. Swamp the attack of. That's pretty good. Swap the attack of the highest and lowest attack minion. Oh, you can't control it. I see. So if you have a the hero power, the 1/1. Okay, so you can't have your hero power activated because it'll just turn into a 1/1. This is a good card, but it looks like you can't control the attack swap. The attack swap looks like it's guaranteed. Still, a 5 mana 2/8. That's actually not bad. It's got taunt too. Not a bad card. Mark of Scorn, Demon Hunter. Not gonna read it. I don't play Demon Hunter. Daring Drake, Rush. 4 mana 4/4 Rush. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1/+1. Good card. I wish I had lifesteal on it, but because Paladin is a lifesteal deck. But yeah, 4 mana 4/4 Rush. It's a card with no downsides. Like this 5 mana card has a downside, but this 4 mana card here has no downsides to it. So pretty solid. Battlecry, draw a frost spell. I think only Death Knight has frost spells, or Mage. Oh, and Shaman too. So this card is only good for 3 classes. Weird that it's a Tauren. I guess it's supposed to be Shaman synergy. Alright. I don't really play Shaman, so I guess I'm gonna throw that card away. Epic. Ashen Elemental. Looks like something from Elden Ring. Battlecry. When your opponent draws a card next turn, they take 2 damage. I guess that's good for aggro. I can't imagine this being good. It's good for aggro, but it does 2 damage and it's an epic. Wow. I feel like this is a pack filler. This has to be a pack filler, right? Yeah, this has to be a pack filler. This card is kind of garbage. Aim shot. Deal 3 damage. Your next hero power does 2 more. Wow. That actually seems really strong. Especially if you do both in 1 turn. Like if you have 10 mana, your hero power would do like 6 damage. That's pretty good. So that's what, 10 mana, 6 damage, and then another 6 damage. So that's pretty good. I like it. I can see a lot of synergy with this card. Azrian's Saber, I'm pretty sure I already have this card, but okay. This card here is really good. Venom Strike Bow, wow, 300 cards. Poison, hey! Poison's always good, and it's a weapon too. Wow, that's really strong. But it only has 2 attacks. That's still pretty strong. Demon Hunter, not gonna read it. If I get a Demon Hunter Legendary, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay. This card back honestly looks like something from Warhammer Sigmar, so I'm not too mad. It looks exactly like those Sigmar guys. Taunt. Give your adjacent minions 5 or 1/1. Honestly, not a bad card. I can see this card being used. I did play WoW, and Stormwind guards are definitely not that strong. They're not a 4/5, that's for sure. That might be like a 3/3, but anyways, pretty good card actually. This is a really good arena card, and it's a decent card. Tidal Revenant. I've seen this card used in tournaments, so this is like a tournament card. Deal 5 damage, gain 8 armor. Really solid card. I wish it was like 7 mana, but still a good card. Battle Cry. If you're holding a shadow spell while holding this, steal 2 health from a minion. What? I don't even know what that one means. I want to skip that one. I don't even know what that means, honestly. At the end of your turn, gain 1 health. I don't see how that's useful. Unless it's like Totem Beatdown. There is Totem Beatdown. But yeah, I don't see this card being useful in anything.
Rare.
Habeas Corpses. Discover a friendly minion and resurrect. Give it a rush. It dies at the end. That sounds awful. Most Warlock decks play like 2-drops and 3-drops. So I can't imagine resurrecting a 2-drop. That sounds awful.
Rare.
Crooked Cook. At the end of your turn, if you dealt 3 or more damage to your hero, draw a card. Isn't this a Witchwood card? I feel like this is a Witchwood card. At the end of your turn, if you dealt 3 or more damage to the enemy hero, draw a card. I mean, it's a 2 mana 1/4. 2 mana 1/4 is actually not that bad. It's a weird card. I don't know how I feel about it. I have mixed feelings on this one.
Epic.
All classes. Wow, that is a pretty card. That is really good art. Can attack. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, give your minions +1/+1. That sounds awful. That sounds like... That sounds pretty bad, honestly. I can see this card being good in Paladin. This could be a good Paladin card. Yeah, that's weird. Hot Streak. Your next fire spell's turn costs 2 less. I think most of the fire spells are 2 mana. So this is just... I don't know how I feel about that one. That one seems pretty bad. Corporal. Cool art. Honorable Kill. Give your other minions Divine Shield. This has to be a pack filler, right? I feel like this is a pack filler card. I can see this card being great in Arena. This is a really good Arena card. City Architect. Summon 2 castle walls of taunt. Wow, that's actually... That almost sounds broken. So it's a 6 mana that summons 2 cards, right? This card here actually might be broken. That sounds really, really powerful. This would be really good for Quest Warrior. Yeah, that's a really strong card. Honestly, out of all these cards, this 6-drop here seems to be the best one. This card here, I'm glad they nerfed it. I'll probably disenchant it. The nerf was recent, so I'll get my full dust.
Golden rare.
Golden rare. This card here needs to be nerfed to the ground. This is probably the strongest card in the game. I know Rogue is all about overpowered cards, but I think this card here should be nerfed to the ground.
Rare.
Choose one. Restore 8 health to your hero or deal 4 damage. 5 mana, 4 damage. That's pretty good. I like it. And 8 health is a lot. Yeah, that's a good card. I like it. Air Stormer. If you played an elemental last turn, gain Rush and Wind Fury. That's not bad. That's okay card. Selfish. I've seen this card used in tournaments. So this is actually a tournament card. 4 mana, 7/7. So far, nothing too crazy. Draw a Frost Spell. I don't think anyone's gonna use that. Demon Hunter, not gonna read it. Spawn a Deathwing. I use this card in a discard deck, and this card is trash.
Rare.
Shatter Sampler. Your next Death Rattle minion costs 1 less, but immediately dies when played. That sounds awful. Add a random concoction to your hand. That sounds amazing. Concoctions are incredibly broken. So this is probably the strongest card. This actually might be the strongest card I've pulled so far. It seems like the bottom right is where the good cards are. Shadowborn. Reduce the cost of your highest cost shadow spell in your hand by 3. Not bad actually. That's an okay card. Most Warlock cards are 3 mana, so I'm guessing this makes one of your cards free. So, yeah, that's actually not that's actually not a bad card. You can put this in pretty much any Warlock deck. This card here actually has a lot of synergy. Hunter. Oh, new secret. Interesting. After your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn, deal 6 damage to the enemy hero. That doesn't sound too useful. 6 damage is a lot, but it doesn't kill a minion, and it doesn't... 6 damage is a lot, but... And you can play 2 of these, so it's 12 damage. It's not the worst card ever, but it doesn't help you win the game. It's an okay card. Bloodguard. When this minion takes damage, give your minions +1 attack. That's really strong. This seems a lot stronger than the Stormwind Guard. And it looks like a Death Knight too. That's cool. Yeah, this is a strong card for sure. If you want to know what a strong card is, this is what a strong card looks like. Demon Hunter, not gonna read it. Warlock. After you draw a card, change its cost to health instead of mana. That's cool. 6 mana draw a card. Well, I guess it's a card. It's a card you can play immediately. So it's draw a card that you can play immediately. Could be good. I can see this card being good in a minion deck because you can just play it. You know, you can play that card immediately. So interesting card. So far, nothing too crazy. Waker Claw. After your hero gains attack, this minion gains 2 attack. That's actually pretty good. This is a pretty good druid card. Something I noticed is all the druid cards are pretty good. I don't think there's a bad druid card. So yeah, this card here is pretty good. Righteous Defense, set a minion's attack and health to 1. Give those stats it lost to a minion in its health. Oh, so it's like a better... This is just a straight up better Subdue. Subdue is set a card's attack to 1. And this card here makes the card in your hand stronger. I can see this card being played in every Paladin deck. That's really, really good. Claw Fairy Adept. Give all your friendly characters +1 attack this turn. I mean, so it's basically a 2-mana Bloodlust, right? It's not a bad card. It's okay. 2 mana, 2/3. That's pretty good. Shred a minion in your deck to gain 4 corpses. That doesn't sound too great unless it's for those legendaries have a lot of corpse effects. So I can't. This card here has some synergy, but getting rid of a card in your deck, that's pretty rough. Wow, 2 epics. Wow. This is frozen until you cast a fire spell. Okay, this is definitely a pack filler. It's an interesting card. That's an interesting card. I like it. It's a beast. There's some synergy there. I like it. It's weird that it's a neutral card, but only activates when there's a fire spell, which is like a mage thing. Give your minion +1 and spell damage when it dies. Someone. Wow, that's pretty good. And it's 2 mana. Wow, that's a really strong card. Windshield. Freeze a minion. Draw a card. That's pretty good. Shattering Blast. Destroy all frozen. Wow, 3 ice cards in a row. Destroy all frozen minions. That's pretty good. Put a sunken sunken voyage card. Pretty good. It's 2 mana that puts another card in your deck. That's pretty good. Ice Revenant. Whenever you cast a frost spell, gain +1/+1. I feel like that's only Shaman. Only Shaman would and Death Knight. Only wow, this is actually a really strong Death Knight card. Now that I'm looking at it. Whenever you cast a frost spell, yeah, that's a really strong Death Knight card. It's a neutral card, but I think only Death Knight's gonna play it. Terra Reality, I feel like this card should get banned or something. This is absolutely broken. Luminous Geoid, wow, pretty art. After a friendly minion is healed, give it 2 attack. That's actually pretty strong. Pretty strong 2-drop. To the front, your minions cost 2 attack. That's pretty good. Or 2 less. That's really good. There's not many good warrior cards, but this is one of them. This is a pretty good card. This card here just makes your cards cheaper. So, pretty good. Demon Hunter, not gonna read it. Adjacent minions have Wind Fury. I think there's another card that does that exact same thing. Give your adjacent minions Wind Fury. It's an interesting card. I can see this card having synergies and maybe even combos. I can see this card being really good at Hunter. Like, if you put this card on a Savannah High main, that's 12 damage, right? So, yeah, pretty good actually. I can see Hunters using that. Ruined Orb, deal 2 damage, discover a spell. Discovering a spell is always strong. If any card that says discover spell, that's really good. Vitality Surge, draw a minion, restore health equal to this cost. That's not bad. Basically 2 mana draw a card. Boneglaive, Dredge, it's not great. Honestly, that's not very good. Carving Chisel, I've seen tournament people use this. This is actually a really strong card. This weapon down here. It's always the bottom right. Habeas Corpses, that card looks awful. So far, I only got 1 warrior card. Or 2 warrior cards. Oil Rig Ambusher. Wow, I think this is a reference to like the first quest in the game. And wow. Deal 2 damage if this entered your hand. This turn, deal 4 damage. Okay, deal 2 damage, period. If this entered your hand this turn, deal 4 damage instead. That's not bad, actually. This is actually a pretty good card. So it's like a minion and a spell combined. That's pretty good. Denny Theft. Denny Theft is annoying as hell to deal with, so I'm not gonna talk about that one. This card, if your opponent plays this card, you pretty much lose. It's so annoying. Two-Face Investor. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a card in your hand by 1. 50% chance to increase. I guess this is like a meme card. I can see this. This is definitely a pack filler. Interesting meme card. Light, it burns. That's really powerful. Deal damage to a minion equal to his attack. That's really, really powerful. This should be like a blue, not a white. Deliverance, deal 3 damage to a minion. Honorable kill, summon. Wow, that is very, very powerful. So it kills a card and then copies it. That's extremely, extremely, extremely powerful. Very powerful card. Red Herring, taunt. Your non-red herring minions have stealth. I'd never seen this card before. 7 mana, 3/12. It basically gives all your minions stealth. 3 mana. Wow, I might actually put this in my warrior deck because I have a card that doubles stats. So it'd be a 6/24. Yeah, I have a warrior card that doubles the stats, so that's a 6/24 for me, and it gives all my minions stealth. That's a very, very powerful card. I can see this in any deck, actually. Death Knight, Demon Hunter. You can put this in any deck. That's really, really powerful. That's a really, really good card. Rogue. I don't really play Rogue, but I'll read it. Silver Leaf Poison. Give your weapon after your hero attacks. Draw a card. That's pretty bad because most rogue weapons you can only attack twice. Well, actually, this is a 1 mana draw 2 basically. 1 mana draw 2. That's pretty good. Stormpike aid station. At the end of your turn, give your minions +2 health. That's actually really strong. It sounds like a fun card. This might be a card I'll try out. Looks like a fun card. Fangbound Druid, taunt, reduce the cost of a beast in your hand by 2. This is nothing but positive things, so this is a really good card. Yeah, it's a really, really strong Druid card. Flag Runner, whenever a friendly minion dies, gain +1 attack. That's pretty good. So I'm 20 packs in, and I only got 2 warrior cards. So pretty bad luck. Deal 3 damage. Add a frozen touch to your hand. That's pretty good. Seems like an infinite spell. Corporal has to be a pack filler. Bubblebot. Give your other mechs Divine Shield and Taunt. I feel like this should be a purple. That's a very, very powerful effect. Taunt and Divine Shield has to be one of the best effects in the game. So this is an extremely, extremely, extremely powerful card. I like the art too. Yeah, this is a very powerful card. Righteous Defense, good spell. Devouring Ectoplasm. Death Rattle, summon 2/2 Adventure with bonus Adventure. Okay, so it's basically 2 cards in 1. Not a bad card. Glory Chaser, finally a warrior card. After you play a taunt minion, draw a card. I only play 2 taunt minions, so that's worthless. Give a minion Death Rattle, summon 2 zombies. That's really, really strong. 2 mana, 2 minions. Wow, that's really strong. Package Runner can only attack if you have at least 8 cards in your hand. You can do that with Mage and what is it? Warlock. This sounds like a Mage card. You can only attack if you have 8 cards in your hand. Yeah, it sounds like a Mage card. Click Clocker, Divine Shield, Battle Cry, give it. Wow, that's really good. That's pretty solid, 1/1. And beautiful art. Really good art. I like how this card here has like modern art, and this card here has like old school art. Moonlight Guidance. Discover a copy of card in your deck. If you play it this turn, draw the original. Pretty good. Basically, it copies the spell. I've seen this card being played in every Druid deck, so it's a very, very popular card. Pretty good card. Blue. Sword of the Fallen. After your hero attacks, cast a secret from your deck. 2 mana, 1/2. I can't imagine attacking with this weapon. This sword has to be super dull. But yeah, 1 attack weapon. This card honestly seems pretty bad. All the paladin weapons are really bad. This one seems pretty bad to me. Celestial Alignment. Set your mana crystals to 0. Set the cost of the cards in your hand and deck to 1. This card here is broken because you can make all your cards 1 and then activate Nourish, which gives you 3 mana, which means you can play 3 cards for 1. So this card here is broken. This is another card that should just be banned. Whoever thought this was a good idea is dumb. Rimscale Siren. If you cast 3 spells while holding this, freeze 3 random enemies. That sounds insanely powerful. Very, very powerful card. I do like Nagas, so yeah, cool card. I like it. Rush. Reborn. Interesting. A good Rush card. Weird that it's an elf. But yeah, I like that one a lot. Not too many Rush cards anymore, and this is a really good Rush card. Snowfall Guardian, Battle Cry, freeze all their minions. Pretty art, pretty good card. Freeze is always good. 6 mana to freeze everything. Good card. Oasis Thrasher, not a bad card, honestly. If it takes damage, you do 3 damage. Not a bad card. This card here has a pretty high chance of doing 5 damage. So it's 2 mana, 5 damage. This location is probably the best location in the game. So this is a really, really good card. This is in every priest deck. This card here is actually really, really good. Oh, it's a pirate too. I might actually put this in my pirate deck, because it's basically 6 damage for free. This card here, Warrior used this card against me, and I actually had a hard time dealing with it. So I might actually put this card in my deck. It's actually really good. Murloc card. I don't play Murlocs. Night of the Dead. Deal 5 damage to your hero. Restore 5 health instead. 3 mana, 5/5. Not a good card. 3 mana, 5/5 is honestly not that good anymore. But it's playable. It's a playable card. I like it. The next secret you play costs 0. It has good stats. It makes your card free. Pretty much every deck plays secrets. Good card. Maze Guide. Summon a random 2-cost minion. Pretty good for aggro. This is a pretty good rogue card. Toe of the Wilds. Taunt. If you're holding a nature spell, gain 2 health. I think the only class that plays nature spells is Druid. So this is like a Druid card. So it's a 2 mana 2/4. That's pretty good actually. 2 mana 2/4 is pretty good. Stonebound Guardian. Rush also deals damage to whoever this attacks. That's actually pretty solid. Rush plus does extra damage. Pretty good card. Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion is a board wipe. I've seen that card used before. It's a 5 mana board wipe. I gotta go. My body's acting up. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I ate some breakfast and it did not agree with me. But yeah, I'm back. We have like 20 packs to go. So let's just go for it. I'm surprised we're seeing the same card twice. Because this is like, what, 500 cards? This is 500 cards and we're seeing the same card twice.
Rare.
Dunballer Bridge. After you summon a minion, give it 2/2. That almost sounds broken. 4 mana, give a minion 2/2. Yeah, that sounds kind of broken. So this card here, I would say, is broken. It's cool that they made a bridge a card. You don't see that too often. They made a card out of a bridge. It looks like a Death Knight bridge. Investment opportunity. Draw an overload card. I can see that being very strong because most overload cards are board wipes. So this is basically 1 mana draw board wipe. So that's pretty strong. Ransack. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. If you play a card from another class this turn, deal 4 damage. Pretty good card. 0 mana, deal damage. Pretty good. Especially in Rogue. So this is a good card. It's weaker than the concoctions though. The concoctions are a lot more broken than that. So I wouldn't play this over the concoctions. Reflecto Engineer. Swap the attack and health of all minions in both players' hands. Well, I notice most decks are very spell heavy. It's a 3 mana card too, so it's pretty early on. So, yeah, I notice most decks out there are spell heavy. So I can see this card. It's an interesting card. I'm not sure what deck you would put it in, but it's an interesting card. I think this would probably be a wild card because wild has a lot of broken stuff in it. So I can see this being broken and wild. Sin Runner. Destroy a random enemy minion. That's really, really good. And it's a beast. So I might put this in the Hunter deck. That's a really good beast card. Destroying a minion is always good.
Rare.
Hallbreaker. Battlecry and Death Rattle. Draw a spell. Your hero takes damage equal to the cost. So it's a 4 mana draw 2, but you take like 5 damage. You take 5 damage or 6 damage. Interesting card. If you want to take 6 damage, I guess. This would be good for combos, I guess. Hallbreaker would be a good combo card because there's a lot of combo spell warlocks right now. Spell combos. So yeah, this is a 4 mana draw 2.
Rare.
Shattering Blast. Already read that card. Alliance Bannerman. This card here is kind of broken. I'm gonna put it in my deck anyways, but it's kind of a broken card. Grimoire Sacrifice. Destroy a minion. Deal 2 damage to everything. Oh, it's only enemies. Okay, not a bad card actually, especially in Death Rattle. So you can put this in like a Death Rattle deck. So that's pretty good. I like this one. Demon Pirate. Not gonna read that. Lion's Guard. Wow, that's really good art. Lion's Guard. If you have 15 or less health, gain +2, +4 in taunt. So it's a 6/10, 5 mana 6. Wow, that's pretty good. I don't see any synergy. Oh no, you can put this on Shaman. There's some Shaman synergy. Yeah, there's some Shaman synergy. So you can put this on a Shaman deck. But yeah, pretty good card. I like it. 5 mana 4/6 is still pretty good, and it has a bonus effect that makes it even better. So yeah, pretty good card. Switcheroo. Draw 2 minions, swap their health. I mean 3 mana draw 2. That's fine.
Rare.
Nothing too crazy here. Draw a card if you played a Naga while holding this. Draw again. So it's a 2-mana draw 2. I never seen mages use Naga cards. So I don't think this card will ever be used. I just don't see mages ever use the Naga cards except for the 5-mana legendary. Far watch post. Can't attack after your opponent draws a card. It costs 1 more. Someone used this card against me, and it pretty much instantly lost me the game because I was always 1 turn behind him. This is a very powerful. It's a very powerful card, especially if you have 2 of these. You can have 2 of these on the same time, and it makes all your opponent's cards cost a lot. And very, very powerful card. And people like to draw a lot. So yeah, very, very powerful card. This has to be one of the best 2-drops in the game. You can play this card during any time, and it'll always be good. So yeah, very powerful card. Rush, Lifesteal, Overload. Let's see, Rush, Lifesteal. That's actually really good. 4 mana, 6/4. Wow. Overload 1. See, this would normally be Overload like 3, but wow, they must have really changed the Overload mechanic. Because this is usually like Overload 3 card. But yeah, 4 mana, 6/4. Wow, that's crazy. Basically 4 mana. It's a minion and a heal at the same time. That's crazy. Hunter. Summon 4 1/1 hyenas with Rush. That's actually pretty good. Oh, it's a 4 mana card. That's still pretty good. It's like a I would say this is actually better than the 3 mana spell that summons dogs. I say this card is a little bit better than that. Not a bad card. The only problem with it is there's no real synergy. So it's a good card by itself, but there's no synergy. This card here is pretty good. Not gonna read that. This card here sucks. Training session sucks. Unless it's quest warrior. That card is pretty good. Starting to see a lot of repeats, and this is from a pool of 500 cards. Great Hall. Great Hall is pretty interesting. This card here is interesting. I like this one a lot. Infantry Reanimator. Resurrect. A friendly undead. Give it reborn. So this is actually like a priest card. Resurrecting a minion is always good. And it's got high stats. So yeah, good card there.
Golden Comet.
Has +1 attack for each imp you control. So that's like a warlock thing. Pretty good card. I like it. Finally a legendary. Death Rattle for the rest of your game. For the rest of the game, the first card each turn costs 0. You die in 3 turns. That sounds awful. Even in big minion decks, that sounds awful. And no one's gonna kill it, right? Everyone's gonna ignore it. If this card makes all your cards free, no one's gonna kill it, right? That'd be stupid. So everyone's just gonna ignore it. Yeah, this card seems really bad. You die in 3 turns. Wow. I mean, if you dredge a lot, it could be good, because you know what the next 3 cards are. If you dredge, this would be good in a dredge deck. But yeah, that sounds awful. I can only see this card being good in a dredge deck, and that's it. Or I think there is a card that lets you swap cards. This card here is so bad that I would actually swap it. If you could swap this card and give it to your opponent, that'd be good too. But yeah, you die in 3 turns. Wow. Yeah, pretty bad. Impatient Shopkeeper, tradable Rush. Interesting that a merchant has 3 attack, but okay. I mean, rush cards are always good, so I like it. Purple and a legendary, wow. Demolition Renovator, destroyed enemy location. That sounds god awful. Locations are strong, but they're not like busted. So yeah, that sounds awful. Draw your lowest 2 cost minions, so it's a 3 mana draw 2. That's pretty good. Pufferfish. After your hero attacks, deal 1 damage to all enemies. The only hero that can attack is basically Druid and Rogue. So this is really or in Hunter. Might be a good Hunter card. Interesting card. Looks like he's using. It looks like he's using the fish as a glove, like a glove weapon. Interesting card. So I got a legendary after what, 30 packs. So let's keep on going. Starting to get more and more repeats. There's another Dredge card. This card here seems pretty good. Deal 2 damage, Dredge. Dredge is basically search your deck, which is always good. Butte Axe is pretty good. I actually really like Butte Axe. Discovering Spell, that's really good. More and more repeats. Death Rattle, add 2 cards to your hand, that's really good. That card's there, busted. Draw 3 cards, that's always really good. Yeah, I started to see a lot of repeats from a pool of like 400 cards. Another repeat. Summon 2 Turtles of Taunt, that sounds really strong. 2 mana, summon 2 guys, that's really strong. Stealth, after your opponent plays a minion, attack it. That's really good actually. 2 mana, 4 attack. Oh, it's not the best card ever, but it's really good. Gangster is really good. Oh, I just realized it's a joke. Gangster is a joke. Yeah, it's a joke card. Snowfall Graveyard. Your Death Rattles trigger twice. Last 3 turns. That's pretty good. Rogue Death Rattle has never really been good, even when it was at full power. So I can't imagine this card being great. Who knows? Maybe they changed it. More and more repeats. Your next hero power costs 0 and freezes the target. That's pretty good. More repeats. This is new, right? At the end of your turn, summon a basic totem. Infuse 2. Summon 2 totems again. Instead. Totems are good. I don't know if it's worth 3 mana though. Looks like it's an okay card. Golden Rare, hey. Oh, it's a priest. Silence a friendly minion, then deals damage equal to a attack randomly split among all minions. That sounds god awful. So it's a silence, but that's worse than Purity. Purity is silence draw. Purity is silence draw card, and this card here does damage, but it's split, and split damage is awful. So yeah, I think this card here is actually worse than Purity, because Purity is draw card. Wow, this card is worse than Purity. After a friendly undead dies, draw a card. That's pretty good. Drawing a card is always good. Rust out Viper, destroy a weapon. That's pretty good. Destroying weapons is always good. Deal 1 damage for random minion twice. That's not bad. So what? It does 4 damage or 2 damage? I'm not even sure. Your next fire spell has plus 2 damage. That's really good. Most fire spells are pretty busted. I think all the fire spells are busted. So that's pretty good. Wow, is it 2 blues or no? Summon 3 oh, Demon Hunter. I'm not gonna read the Demon Hunter ones. I just really don't enjoy Demon Hunter. If you play Demon Hunter and I don't know, it's just really boring. Costs 2 less for each frozen enemy. This card could be busted, especially if you use 3 mana Nova Wave or whatever it's called. This card has potential to be busted. Flowcaster has a lot of potential to be busted. Shoulder check. Finally, a warrior card. I only play warrior. I guess the amount of time you play doesn't account for. I have so many hours in warrior, and I have like 0 hours in the other classes, and it looks like that doesn't affect your card quality. Shoulder check. Give a minion 2 +2 and 1 and rush. That sounds great. Giving any card rush is good. I think rush is good in any deck. So yeah, good card. Shoulder check. That's a good card. Muckborn Servant. Discover a Paladin card. That sounds really good. All the Paladin cards are good. So yeah, really good card. I feel like this should be a blue because all the Paladin cards are good. Disarming Elemental. Dredge. For your opponent. Set its cost to 6. Wow. That's a very powerful card. It makes your opponent's card cost 6. And you can put 2 of these in your deck. That's very powerful. And usually the card at the bottom of the deck is usually it's usually the best card in your deck. The card at the bottom is usually your best card in the whole deck. So you can make their best card in the whole deck cost 6. Oh, you can even Bronzebeard this. You can use Bronzebeard, and wow, that's really strong. Good card. Seems very toxic though. All this does is makes your cards cost more, which seems pretty toxic to me. Psychic copies a card from your opponent's hand. That seems really strong. Especially if you have a bunch of spells in your hand, and this card gets one of the spells. 4 mana 2/6. That's also really strong. It's a very strong card right here. It's white. Hit it very hard. I'm actually thinking about putting this in my deck because 1 mana gain plus attack is great. And I usually gain so much armor that the damage I take doesn't really matter. So yeah, hit it very hard is actually really good. You usually have so much armor that the damage you take doesn't matter. So yeah, plus 10 attack hit it very hard is actually really good. It looks like a joke card, but it's actually really good. Demon Hunter. A lot of repeats. Murloc. Snowden. Warrior card. Destroy a damaged minion, freeze all other minions. That sounds terrible, honestly. Probably not gonna play it. I guess it's better than Execute, but not really. It looks really bad. Choose a friendly imp, transform into a copy of it. That doesn't sound that great, but it's a 2 mana card, so yeah. Last 5 packs. So far, 1 legendary and pretty much 50 pack or 45 packs, 1 legendary. Traveling Merchant, gain +1 for each other friendly minion control. That sounds really good. This card here actually might be busted. Because if you have let's say 2 cards on the field, this becomes a what, a 4/5. So that's really good, actually. I can see this card being used in every deck. That's really, really good. If you're holding a nature spell while holding this, give your other minions +1/+2. So that's really strong, actually. That sounds busted. This should be like a purple, because that sounds really busted, if you ask me. So this is a busted card, if you ask me. This card here is also kind of busted. 4 mana, 3/6, dredge, reduce it by 1. I thought this card was terrible, but it's a 4 mana, 3/6, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty solid stats. 3/6 is really solid. So, and it reduces the cost of your card by 1, which is pretty good. And dredge means it's the next card you draw. So the next card you draw will be discounted. So this card here is actually pretty good. This bottom one here. Final Gasp. I actually use this card, and it's not that great. It's a 1 mana deal damage and summon a minion, which sounds amazing, but usually that minion dies right away. So, not a bad card. Oh, this is new. If you restored health this turn, discover a spell from your deck. That sounds busted. That honestly sounds busted. But it's you can only do it once, I think. Yeah, it's a busted 1 mana card. I think priests, all their 1 mana cards are busted. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it seems like a really busted card, if you ask me. Divine Shield, Battle Cry, do 2 damage to your hero. I guess this is like a aggro card. I'll probably play it because, yeah. I'll probably play this one. Looks fun. Draw a Holy Spell. I do like Paladin, so more Paladin cards. And Holy Spells are usually the board wipe. So this is basically a 1 mana draw board wipe. So pretty good. Battle Cry, swap the cost of a random spell under each player's hand. That sounds kind of useless, but it's also a 6 mana 3/7, which isn't the worst stats ever. 3/7s are really hard to get rid of. So yeah, not a bad card. Cost 1 less for each armor you have. Most druids have, I want to say, 7 armor. I think most druids have 7 armor. So this is basically a 1 mana 4/6. So that sounds, this should be like a purple. That's just a 1 mana 4/6 right there. Getting close to the end. 1 mana silence everything. That's really strong. That's strong in every matchup. 1 mana silence everything. Trident. This card here is actually pretty good. It basically replaces Axe. So it's a 3/2 weapon that puts another 3/2 weapon in your deck. And any card that puts a card in your deck is pretty good. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good card. I would even say this is like a blue card. This should be like a blue. But yeah, this card here is really, really good. I like this card a lot. If you control at least 2 other minions, gain +2. Okay, so this is like a hunter. This feels like a hunter card. Tower Sergeant. Okay, so that's like a hunter card there. That's nice. I like this one. Azure Sweeper. Put a Sunken Sweeper on the bottom of your deck. Any card that puts a card in your deck is really good. So that's a good card right there. It's a mech too. Door of Shadows, draw a spell. That's really good. It's either a 1 mana draw card or 1 mana draw 2 cards, which is really good. So yeah, that's a really, really good card. Defy a Sleeper. If you're holding a shadow spell, do 2 damage. That's really good. I like the art too, so that's really, really good. Chin is plating. Gain 4 armor, gain 4 more. So this is just a 1 card. This is a 1 card gain 8 armor. So that automatically makes that last card free. That 4/6 minion. This is a 1 mana. This is basically a 2 mana. It's a 2 mana make your cards free. So that's pretty good. Bunker Sergeant. There's a lot of military cards in this set. If your opponent has 2 or more minions, deal 1 damage to everything. Pretty good. I like it. It's basically an It's an anti-Divine Shield card. I like it. I might put that in my deck. A lot of people play 2 minions, so I like it. Good card. And it's got good stats too. 2/4. That's good stats. Vibrant Squirrel. Shuffle 4 acorns in your deck. When drawn, summon a 2/1 squirrel. 2/1? How buff are these squirrels? Do these squirrels work out? 2/1 is like a Murloc, right? So wow, these squirrels must be super buff. Again, every druid card is really good. So this is just another really good card. 1 mana, put 4 cards in your deck. That's really, really good. And if they're casted when drawn, that just means they're free, right? So that's free 1 mana cards. Demon Hunter, not gonna read it. Last pack. Legendaries. No legendaries, and this is the last pack. So pretty bad pack opening. I was hoping for every card that I opened to be a legendary. I was hoping for like 50 legendaries, but we only got 1. Moonbeam, deal 1 damage to an enemy twice. That doesn't sound very good, honestly. I like the art though. After your hero attacks, summon a 1/1 pirate. That actually sounds pretty good. This is a pretty solid rogue card. If I ever play rogue, I'd probably play this. This seems like a really solid rogue card. Reconnaissance, discover a death rattle from another class, costs 2 less. Most death rattle cards are 4 mana. So this is basically a 2 mana, put a 2 mana card in your hand, which is pretty good. So Reconnaissance, that sounds like a good card. I can tell you now, this is a good card. This card I've seen before. This card here is honestly busted. 7 mana, give a card +4, +7, which is honestly pretty busted. So yeah, pretty much every strong card was in the bottom right, which was interesting. I don't know if that's like a new change or something, or what. Achievements, I don't care for achievements. I don't go out of my way to complete these. Really boring. This is really, really boring. How many are these? Wow, okay. This is really boring. Each one is what, 5? So yeah, not the best, pack opening. That was what, 45 packs and $30 down the drain for. I don't think I'm gonna change any of my decks. I think all my decks are gonna stay the same. So yeah, basically just $30 in dust. But $30 for 40 packs. That's not bad, I guess. I do want to go through these and dust them. There's one card I want to get, which is, I'll show you. There's one card I want to get, which is, I don't have it. It's, this card here. This is the next card I want to get. I want to get this card because it makes my pirate quest a lot easier. Plus, it's a taunt, and taunts are always really good. So this is the next card I want to get. Pretty much every other card doesn't really interest me that much. So I just want to get this card, and that'll pretty much be the end of it. If I get this card, I'll probably stop buying packs, because this is the only card I like. And yeah, I think that about does it. I'm gonna have to go through and dust everything, basically. Nothing I got was crazy strong. And I even got a card that makes you lose the game instantly, so that's fun. Pretty much nothing I got was from the mini set. I don't think I got any of the mini set cards, so that's interesting. And yeah, there's a lot of repeat cards too, which was weird. So yeah, not a great pack opening, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I think Standard's rotating soon, so those cards will be gone pretty soon. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I even reviewed each card. And yeah, to be honest with you, I already forgot what I pulled. I forgot the cards I already pulled. So, gonna do a lot of dusting. Hopefully I get like 1,000 dusts or so out of that. And yeah, with 1,000 dusts, I can make about 3 or 4 cards. So for 30 bucks, I got like 4 cards. But yeah, anyways, I think that's gonna do it for now. I'm not gonna buy cards for a while. This will be the last pack opening for a long time. I don't plan on buying cards for a while. Did my shop change? I wonder. Did my shop change at all? Yeah. They were right here. I might actually get this Leroy skin, 'cause that looks funny. Yeah, okay. So I think that's gonna do it for now. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.